right, today's topic, the golden rule. Well, it's so easy. I just don't understand why people don't do it. I know people get emotional, and that's probably another topic for another day, but and people like get so passionate about stuff that like honestly really doesn't matter. Like, it has nothing to do with, like, it's not gonna affect you. So, and then they, do stuff and say stuff that they really shouldn't say, and that they're end up offending somebody and all this other stuff, right? So the golden rule, if you don't know, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. So I don't know why it's so difficult just to be nice with everybody. And when somebody said something stupid, if you disagree, just tell them, well, I disagree. And then that'd be the end of it. Like, you don't have to go into the whole thing where it's back and forth and turns into a fight. Or, whatever it maybe not words or something, but like a fist fight. Like, you see kids especially, right? Like, oh, so-and-so hit me. And it's like, well, it's really not nice to hit. But, you should tell them that, right? If nobody hit, then there wouldn't be any conflict. So that's pretty straightforward. I think sometimes, I will say, I have advised my son against this. Now, the reason for that is my son is particularly smaller than most of the children his age. And my son is also a bit smarter. Not like super, not the smartest kid ever, but he's a little bit further along, like developed. So he enjoys hanging out with older kids who are even bigger than him. So his thing is he gets picked on because he's not all the time, just occasionally, because he's one of the smaller kids. So there's been a couple of incidences where he's been picked on, and I tell him, I say, look, you tell the teacher, do all this other stuff. He'll come back and be like, so-and-so's still messing with me, or a week later, a little while later, like something else will happen with the same individual, same person. So I think standing up for yourself is very important, but not when it's like just general like message, right? As opposed to something that's targeted directly at you and the circumstances is important. It's a lot different for a 8-year-old in a schoolyard that's getting picked on by somebody to stand up for himself than it is for me in the middle of a restaurant to stand up for myself. Because we have legal obligation or legal consequences should I do something, or should I overreact to something in a restaurant at my age. Okay, so I tell my son, I'm like, look, you have to stand up for yourself. If somebody's picking on you and you've gone through the proper channels and nothing has changed, then you have to take care of it yourself. So occasionally he'll get that sort of talk. I think it's only happened once or twice. After I told him about it, like, nothing bad seemed to happen from like his side or that I was told about. He hadn't gotten in trouble at school or anything like that, so I think it's okay. But I think that goes along teaching them to stand up for themselves and to treat other people, right, the way they want to be treated. So if they're getting picked on as a kid, then they realize how it made them feel, and they're like, you know what, I really shouldn't do this. That was my experience as a kid. I got picked on a lot. I was just like, first of all, it taught me how not to really care what other people think, which is hard when you're in school, but it doesn't matter. It really just doesn't matter. And then the other thing it taught me was that I need to stick up for myself when it makes sense. And if it doesn't matter that much, you don't really have to stick up for yourself that much. So that's it. Like and subscribe if you got ideas for videos or want to have a discussion about something. Put it in the comment section. Thanks.